Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to add text in DaVinci Resolve. We will start with the basic, how to add just plain text. Then I will show you how to animate it and add styles. If you're new to DaVinci and you're just starting, I have a video that I will link it here for beginners. Otherwise, let's get started. Here we are in the edit page in DaVinci. And I already add some videos. We have couple having a dinner, also fancy restaurant and preparing a meal. Let's add some text overlay. First, in the top left corner, just hide the media so we will have more workspace. Next, click next to it in Effects. There is category called Titles. So let's click on that. And now you can see all the different titles that we can add to our timeline. There's huge number of it. And if you hover on top of it, you can see the preview. Also the second one and the third one. There is also some animated titles, like this one, Scroll. It's worth browsing through all the titles, because maybe you will find your favorite one and it fit all your needs. So firstly, let's start with the basic one. Navigate to the top and you will find the basic title. To add it is just simple as drag and drop like every normal video. Let's overlay all of my video clips and extend it to fit. Now already in the preview you can see the text on top of our video. You can trim it just like a normal video. Let's modify the title and change some settings now to look better. Make sure your title is selected and navigate to the inspector panel all the way on the upper right corner. This will open up all the property for the text, so you can customize it and modify it. Now let's change the text, and you can change all the font families that you have installed in your computer. You can change the font face, the color, the size, the tracking. Everything is customizable. If you change some settings by mistake, don't worry, you can just double click on the name or at the reset button. Down here we have so many settings to change our title, and here X and Y position we can customize it so our text will be placed up to our needs, or simply just press on it and drag it all over the screen. This is the easier option, and let's set it on the bottom. Now let's test the stroke to see what it does, and also the drop shadow. Let's also try the background effect. Did you notice there's a toggle next to the title, so you can toggle it on and off. And if you press on the name, you can collapse and expand the menus, so you can easily navigate and modify your text. Our text right now it's static, so let's animate it to bring it to life. Now navigate to the video transitions, and if you scroll on top of them, you can see the preview. So my favorite one is camera shake, but you can use whatever you like. Once you choose your favorite, just drag it and drop to our timeline. For this example, I will choose Crash Zoom, just to show you. Now, if you put your playhead at the beginning of the video and press space, you will see that our title is already animated. And it looks nice. To adjust the duration of our animation, just select it and you can extend, so the animation will last longer, and also it will be a little bit slower. Now in the inspector panel you can change all the different properties for this animation. Now let's add some motion blur and review it. Can you notice it? Now let's try to add animation of the end of our title. If you change your mind and if you don't want it anymore, just press backspace. But make sure that our transition is selected first. Other alternative for animating is just simply your text to fade in or out. So let me show you. When you click on your clip, you will see a little handle appear right here and you can drag it. If I play it, you can see the text fading out. Another method for animating your text is something called keyframes. So let me show you how. Navigate to the inspector panel and click on the video tab. Now expand it. Clear up the effects so we have more workspace. With the rich text expanded, now we can work. And let's scroll a little bit down, navigate to the rotation angle. Next thing, click on the red diamond and we already apply our first keyframe. Let's add a little bit of rotation now. Go couple of frames forward and add one more keyframe and make sure you will change the angle. Repeat the process as much as you want. So I will add 5 keyframes for this example. I will move my playhead back to the beginning and hit play. And here we can see how it animates this wobble on my text. If you want to see it visually where all these keyframes are, you can just press on the diamond icon on my text and it will expand. Now we can clearly see that we have 6 keyframes and where they are placed. And let's say now if we want this animation to go a little bit slower, we can just press on the keyframe and slowly drag it to make it even more smooth or slow. Now if I play again, we will see that the rotation starts from a beginning and here it rotates the other way all the way through the end. Here on the right side in the inspector panel we have all these settings and we have keyframes next to them. So we can change the position, zoom, rotation angle, and if we switch to the settings tab, anchor point, pitch, yaw, flip, with all these settings you can make custom stunning transitions. So far all of this was just a basic text, but DaVinci Resolve offers more. Now let's jump into Text Plus. This gives you more control how your text will look. I already deleted our title, so let's try the new one. Navigate to the effects, title, and all the way on the top you will find Text Plus. Let's drag this onto a timeline and trim it to fit your videos. To modify the settings, just double click on the title and this will open all the properties like before. This looks pretty similar to the basic text. Over here I can just put my text and if we scroll down we have all these other options to customize. But what is more cool about it, if you notice on the right side on every single setting we have a keyframe. So you can animate just everything. And also on the top we have all these different tabs that give us more control how the text will look. So for example, if we select the second one, layout, we can modify all these settings and we can move by X and Y axis. And once again I can apply a keyframe over here. So let's jump to transform panel. Over here we have characters, words, lines, and once again if you want to return some settings, just double click on the name and it will go back to default. Down here as I'm expanding you can see all the different settings. And let's go to the next one, shading. This tab offers you even more control how the text will look like. And once again on the right side you have keyframes. And down below you can find properties, softness, position, rotation, pivot, and the rest of them. Here we have different elements that we can change. The first one is white solid fill. Second one, we can change the outline, then black shadow, blue border, and elements. Let's go back to the first one. With all these settings, we have lots and lots and lots of control for how our text will look like. With this Text Plus, I could use the video transitions as a really quick and easy way to add an animation to my text. And once again, if I go to video transition and if I scroll down, here's another interesting one. It's called camera shake. And if I drag it and drop to our title, and here now you can see my text animate in. And once again, very easy to do. Besides all this customization, there is already huge collection of pre-created text effects that you can insert in your timeline. One last thing that I want to show you, if you scroll up to the top, you will see the Fusion titles. Let's choose one and play with it. For this example, I will choose text over shape and let's place it to our timeline. But first I will delete the previous text so we have clean space to work. Drag it to fit all of our videos. If I select this, up on the right side corner in the inspector, I can modify all the settings. And they are already pre-filled, so I will leave them as it is for this example. Now when I play this on my timeline, you can see how it looks. It's pretty cool animation. And it's already created for you. It's that easy. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this type of tutorials, please subscribe to my channel.